If you've ever lost your wallet or your luggage before, this is a tracking card that fits inside of your wallet or your luggage or your car. I have these everywhere. This is the SportsMinder Pro version. The only difference between the Pro version and the regular version is the battery life. This is supposed to last 8 months. The regular version is supposed to last 5 months. This thing is better than every other version of tracking device that I've ever used. In fact, these have replaced all the other ones that I've had, you know, the little round shiny ones that everybody has. I don't want to say the name, but you know what I'm talking about. I don't use those anymore. Look at this. Look how thin that is. This is as thin as 2 credit cards. You can easily slide it into your wallet. You can slide it into your luggage. Like I like to put mine in a little tiny pocket I have in my luggage. You can put this in your backpack. They're so easy. I even have one hidden inside of my car and another one hidden inside of my wife's car. So if somebody ever took our cars without our permission, we can track it easily with this thing. It's awesome. Here's how this thing looks compared to a single credit card. You can see it's just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to add one more credit card. And now that is about the same thickness. So look how easy it is. Now to set this up, it's super easy. By the way, this only works with Apple. So this works with Apple's Find Me or Find My to find your stuff. It does not work with Android. So just keep that in mind. Don't order this if you don't have Apple products. The reason I like this alternative to using an AirTag is the size. So the AirTags, as you know, have a little bit of a roundness to them. Well, I like to put these in easy to conceal places. So in my wallet, I can put this in a credit card spot in my wallet and it doesn't make my wallet bow. I've put a regular AirTag in my wallet before and that part of the wallet actually wore a hole through while it was in my pocket because that bubble-shaped tracker constantly pressed against the leather. Also, this same thing happened in my luggage. I had a regular AirTag. I had it duct taped or gaffer taped inside of my luggage so that it, you know, I didn't have to put it in a pocket or something. It was kind of hidden. But what happened was it actually wore a hole through the side of the luggage because, you know, when things are moving around, it's putting so much pressure and that shape just made a little bubble in my luggage and eventually that tore. This thing's super small. You can just slide it and hide it anywhere. One more difference I forgot to mention. Again, I said this is the Pro. The regular version looks a little bit different. They're the exact same thickness. They work the same. The battery life is the only difference except the appearance. This is designed to look like a credit card. This chip here, you can't scan. It's not a scanning chip. It just looks like one. This is actually where they keep the button to activate this, which I'll show you in a moment. On the back here, it even looks like a swipe card here. The other version, the regular, not the Pro, just looks like an all black card and it has, you know, it has the logo and it has where you charge it at. It doesn't look like a credit card. The advantage of this looking like a credit card, I don't know what that is because if somebody took my wallet and they said, oh, a credit card, I'm going to leave that alone. No, I'm assuming they would want the credit cards and take them. So they're probably going to take this too. So I don't mind that it looks like your credit card. I don't use it in that context. I just use it to have something discreetly hidden and tracked. Setting these up and connecting them to your phone is super easy. All you're going to do is hold down on this little chip area here until you hear a noise. That's the noise. Now you're going to open up your phone. You're going to locate this device in the app and you're going to add it to your Find My. And then you're going to label it wherever you're putting this. So for example, I might put this in my backpack and I would call this backpack. To connect this to your device, all you have to do is, well, you hold down that button like we did. Once you hear that noise, you're going to open up your phone, make sure that your Wi-Fi and your Bluetooth are on. And I don't know if you have to do that, but I'm assuming you do. And then you're going to open Find My, the Find My app, and you're going to click Add. And then you click Other Device. So not an AirTag and not a MagSafe device, but where it says Other, you pick Other, and it's going to scan, and this will show up. This will show up as SportsMinder. And you're going to add that. And once you do, you can customize the name depending on where you're going to put this. So if you're going to put this in your backpack, you can call it backpack. You can also customize the emoji so that when you're looking at this on a map, you can see where things are, and it's cool to have the emojis. So one looks like your luggage, one looks like your backpack, one looks like your car, and it's easy to track where everything goes. The other really cool feature about this is that these are rechargeable. So here's a pro and a con. The pro is that it's rechargeable. You need to have the wireless charging pads that you just set these on, and it'll recharge it that way. You cannot use the Apple Watch charger. I've tried, that does not work. But any wireless recharging station where they have that disc, if you set it just the right spot, on this one, I believe you can see that little area right there. It's gonna be right around here. You'll have to toy around with it until you find that exact spot for it to fully charge. Once it's fully charged though, this is gonna last for a long time, up to 8 months, which is amazing. And when you're done with that, when the battery starts to get low, just make sure you recharge it the next time. So that's the pro, it's rechargeable. The con is they do not include a wireless charging unit. So they're assuming that you either already have one or you're willing to get one in 8 months when you have to charge this back up. Is it waterproof? Well, it says it is IP68. So yes, you can get it wet. I wouldn't put it underwater, but it is not going to get destroyed. My luggage gets wet all the time because the baggage handlers just sit it out in the rain sometimes, so I come back, everything's moist. This should be just fine. One other con is that these don't have the UWB Precision Tracking. So you're gonna know the vicinity that this is in, but you're not gonna be able to pinpoint down the exact location unless you have the Find My app open and you can click to make this make a sound. And the sound that this makes is super loud. It says it's 100 decibels. So even if this is inside of a luggage or inside of your wallet, you are going to hear it, assuming that you're close enough to hear it. So if you're looking for a great way to track your wallet, your bags, your purse, anything at all, your luggage, that's my main one. I love these things and I highly recommend them. If you'd like to pick one up, there's a link in the description below. Please let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to like this video and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.